All right, today is day 24 in the Camino de Santiago. Today is a special day for a lot of people, including myself, because we stopped at the Cruz de Ferro today. A lot of us have brought stones or other things we want to leave behind. And I have something that I want to leave behind. It's a guilt, and I'll explain it more when I'm up there. It's a little bitter cold today with wind. We're up on top of the mountain, so I have spare socks in my pocket to use as gloves. I'll wear my rain jacket on the outside today. There's a bit of a windshield on top of here. So times are pretty much irrelevant in hiking distances because I'll be spending some time at the Cruz de Ferro today and waiting for the sunrise. So leaving out of here about 7 o'clock. Not sure if you'll be able to hear this because it's windy and cold up here. It's pretty biting. I mean, I don't want to make it seem like we're climbing Mount Everest here, but it's cold and windy and really not equipped for it. But I'm in here at 7:30. I'm going to wait for sunrise. Hey everyone, I'm here at Cruz de Ferro. That's it behind me. I'm about to go up and let go of a stone that I've been carrying with me since home. It's mostly over guilt over my grandmother's death, that I wasn't there for her when she died, and I could have been. I didn't think she was going to die that night, but she told me goodbye, and I said, I love you too. You know, she told me she loved me if she never sees me again, and I told her that I would love her too, that I would see her tomorrow. I really didn't think she was going to die that night, and later that night she died, and I've harbored a lot of guilt over not being there for her, and she was such a special lady. She died alone in the hospital, and nobody was there with her, and I just feel horrible about it. I think about it every day, and I'm hoping to let that go and forgive myself for that. I know she has. There's John with the camera. That's Elle up there at the cross. John from New Zealand, Elle from England.
Let's give him the angle, let's give him the content.
Would you? Would you do me?
Of course, mate.
Thank you.
John's going to film me walking up.
Thanks, John. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Right, so I think after down and cross we go down for, well, I know we go down for a bit because that's what I'm doing now. It's a slight downhill. And I think we have one little tiny peak to go up and then a hard downhill off the mountain. By the way, sunrise at Cruz de Ferro was nice, but it wasn't the sunrise portion, because you can see, look ahead, it's cold, windy, foggy. Now, and for information, if you wanted to be here and hopefully get a better sunrise, I left at 7 o'clock from Foncebadon, the town right before Cruz de Ferro, which was too early. So I had to wait around for a good half an hour, 40 minutes. So in my opinion, it's about a 30-minute walk at most. So if you leave 30 minutes before sunrise or first light, you should, that's plenty of time. Once again, the fog is pretty socked in here, otherwise we would have incredible views. It's just a little town, maybe a mile away after Cruz de Ferro. John from New Zealand ahead of me, and also Elle from England. The fog is starting to lift just a bit, so maybe I will get some views before we come down. I'm still climbing up to our last peak of the day. All right, guys, pretty close to the highest point I'm gonna be at today, I believe. Let's take a look around. All right, and as I'm working my way around the mountain and winding around the views opened up here, actually the clouds I think enhance these views, so pretty cool. Let me zoom in for you. we're coming down hard off the mountain today, and you know, it's pretty shelly. And this isn't actually the steepest part. I didn't have the camera out then. And it's not bad because it's nice and dry. But if you're coming through here and your conditions are wet, it probably wouldn't be as safe as it is today, that's for sure. Looking to the left. So it's coming up just short of 10 o'clock. But actually don't even look at the hiking times and distances today because we stayed at Cruz de Ferro for probably almost an hour. But I think that town there is home for the night. And we're starting down pretty sharp now, but beautiful views. Pretty much down, straight down. All right, coming downtown and not downtown, I mean downhill into this town. Probably take a little break there and then push on beyond down into the valley over there. I think is the town I'll wind up in tonight. It's a larger city, about the size of Astorga, I think. So we're in El Ceibo, and they have two cafes here packed with pilgrims that just came over from Cruz de Ferro today. So I had my first beer today. I was the only one. Everybody else is drinking coffee. Wimps. So here we go. Really cool looking little town. Look at these balconies though. They're all crooked and but they look really cool. And the ones ahead with the flowers are really neat looking. Really decorated well and well done. So I really like this town. It's called El Ceibo. Little mountain town. We still have quite a ways to go down, but it's really cool hiking through here. It's just beautiful. Reminds you how old houses can be, I guess. This is looking left on the trail, just shortly having left at the last town. Just beautiful. You can see where the sun is working its way through the clouds there and lighting up some of the mountains. Mountains partially lit up, partially in shadow ahead. Really nice, really cool views. All right, guys, here's a view of the trail ahead. And I'm going to sweep to the left. My destination today is way down in that valley. And these, the mountains I either came through are very similar to what I just came through. You can see the little town that's El Ceibo, where I filmed a short time ago. And pilgrims coming up behind me. All right, so can you see those mountains in the background that are still covered in clouds? Pretty sure that's where we were this morning, where Cruz de Ferro was. So, coming into the next town of Riego de Ambros. Probably not many pilgrims will stop here because a lot stopped back at the last town. And this is only half an hour further on. I'm gonna stop here and try to get some Wi-Fi and release my next video. I love these houses like this. They've done it up so pretty in flowers. A lot of this trail today has been like this coming down, so it's not all easy. You just have to watch your footing. If you're not used to this, take your time. Okay, I'm looking back, and as you can see, I am getting down the mountain a bit. I think that town there is Molinaseca, which I will stop and have a cold beer. Then, unless I miss my guess, I will probably have to climb up out of that little valley there over that ridge line, and I think on the other side of that ridge line is the larger town of, I think it's called Ponte Ferrara, something similar to that, maybe Ponte Ferrara. But that's my plan today. Camino goes here, over this bridge. Looking right off the bridge. Those are the platen trees I think I was talking about in a video or two ago. Making a nice canopy of shade there. Looking left off the bridge. Cafes down there next to the river. See, Mason Puente Romano means Roman bridge. So I guess this was built back when the Romans Empire was ruling this area, 1100s to 1400 probably. This looks kind of like a pilgrim town, a lot of hostels, albergues, very interesting. This albergue actually looks nice. I mean, just well laid out, well done. I bet it would be a nice place to stay, but I haven't actually seen the inside. Just pulled the crystal ball out of my bag, shook it up, and it said stop and have a beer. Alright guys, as you know, I started today in Foncebadon, went up to Cruz de Ferro. We waited for sunset about half an hour. So I think I left there at 7. I got here at this albergue in Molinaseca at 1 o'clock. I was originally planning to go farther, but I went 22K, and 22K over the mountains is at least as hard as 25K on the flat meseta. So I left at 6, left at 7, got here at 1, so my total time, including stops and everything, comes out to 6 hours today. And 22 kilometers, which runs roughly 13 miles. So I'll get out of here at 6 tomorrow. This albergue is nearly new, and it is really nice. It costs €10. He said he had 2 reservations, and I walked in and he had rooms at 1 o'clock. I'm gonna give you a little tour of the albergue. I really like it. This is my room, H1. It says it's on the 2nd floor. There's a locker for each person. There's only 4 beds in here. I did score a lower bunk, I guess probably because I was here fairly early. It really looks nice from the outside. Little flower boxes here, open window. And by the way, it's not cold like it was this morning on the trail. It's nice and warm now. So on the 2nd floor, this is the common area. He said they close at 10, the door's at 10 and they reopen at 6. I assume that means you have to be here by 10 and you can't leave before 6. That'll work fine for me. And a little kitchen that you're allowed to use. And I don't think there's anybody here, so I can take you in and show you the showers and everything on this one. So there's nice to have 4 hooks. I mean, if you're used to doing the Camino, you just don't get 4 hooks. I mean, to hang all your crap on while you're trying to take a shower. It's like you're trying to keep your stuff from getting, your old clothes from getting soaking wet while you're showering. Showers look great, super clean. 1 sink, 1 shower, 1 commode. This is the men's, and they also have a ladies. So that's the situation. I don't think there's that many beds here though, guys. So I think there might be 4 in mine, and then 4 more over here. Oh no, 8 back there. So that's 16 beds. Let me see what else they have. This place isn't in any of the guides yet. Yeah, that's this lady's washroom. I think that's it. 16 beds as far as I can figure. So when I came in, the check-in guy was right here. He was super friendly. Sat down a cushion there on the steps, let me take off my shoes, and he put them up there for me. Then he wouldn't even let me carry my own pack up the steps. He carried them. Place down here for your poles as well. They sell a bunch of Camino souvenirs here, and they're smart because they're selling stuff that's real light and easy to carry that people would actually buy for the most part. I think I showed you the outside. This place coming in. Hey, this is Bob.
Hey!
He's from Seattle, and he's already done some really cool adventures, and he's given me some information to hook me up with a sailboat also going across the Atlantic, because he's already done that.
Let's go sailing.
Yeah, yeah. So
Camino.
Wayne Camino. So this is the place. It's Senor Oso. It's not in a lot of the guides yet because it's brand new, and it's super nice, super new, and I really like it. There's Miriam, and what is your name?
Hi there.
What is your name?
Henri.
All right, and where are you from?
From Paris, France.
Oh, from Paris, France. Okay, very good. And you're taking the Camino all the way to Santiago, I assume, yeah?
Ah, it's marvelous.
Yeah. I love this town so much that I stopped here instead of my original plan.
The latest walk. Very nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Marvelous, marvelous.
Yeah. Beautiful views. These are the beautiful home right outside of the albergue here. It's really done nicely with the flowers, and I really like this town. Hey, this is the small church in Molinaseca. These churches are pretty incredible. This is a small town. See, here's the church, the outside. How ironic that the man running this church and that asked to open this church, he walked the Camino himself, then he asked to open this church, and he was granted permission. And he's from Vero Beach, Florida, very close to where I live. This is the view of the town from the church property. Not always, but usually the church is built on the highest piece of ground. This is another bridge that will take cars across the little river here in Molinaseca. What they've done here, it looks like to me, is using the waterfall there in the lock and using the same thing down here, and with they've created like a swimming area in the river. So I'm at a restaurant here. I really don't know any of these people, but because I decided to stop in this town, and most of my friends are either behind me or in front of me. But that's fine. I'm meeting new people. I'm sitting here with this German fellow across the way, and he actually speaks pretty good English. And this room, everybody's getting the pilgrim's meal. We pay 11 euros, and you pick from 14 Primera or first, and then you pick from 14 second or Secundaria. So you get 2 bowls. You also get bread, and you also get a half bottle of wine. So the two of us split one full bottle. And that's for 11 euros.